Claude's new Sonnet 5 dropped today, so I made it write fiction against the flagship on the same prompt, starting with a cold open sequence. Opus wrote the better sentences, but it spends the first paragraph on setup and watches the whole scene through security monitors. Sonnet just puts you in the hallway and gets you to the part where something is wrong faster. Opus wrote the prettier prose, Sonnet wrote the better opening. And I did not expect to say that. Test 1, show don't tell. The first note every editor gives you: stop naming the feeling, show it. I gave it a flat sentence. She was nervous before the interview, and I banned every filling word. Thumb tracing the same corner of the page until it went soft and gray. That is showing. No nervous, no synonym sneaking back in. It held the rule and it found a real detail. Clean pass. Test 2, and this is where it gets interesting to me. Two people arguing about selling their late mother's house. A blunt contractor and a sentimental schoolteacher. No dialogue tags. I should know who was talking from the voice alone. So it passed the test I wrote. You can tell the money one from the memory one, and I still did not buy it. It's too neat. Every line announces which character is instead of sounding like a person. Nobody interrupts, nobody trails off. They take turns like a debate team. Real arguments are messier than this. It did exactly what I asked, and it still read like homework. Worth knowing before you trust it with your dialogue. Test 3, the hard one. A couple breaking up, except neither of them ever mentions it. They only talk about doing the dishes. Machines usually fail. They say the quiet part out loud. I tested Sonnet 5 against Opus 4.8, both at the highest thinking levels. Both models gave it a shot. Watch what Sonnet does, though. She washes, he dries, and they fight about which way the forks face. He turns one up, she flips it back. That is the whole relationship in a fork. And that last line, the cabinet that after tonight would only ever be hers, that got me. It'll probably get anyone who's ever broken up with somebody they lived with. Now Opus. Opus is more ambitious. It turns the dishes into a full metaphor. You stop noticing the spots. And it's a good one, but it just seems like it's trying too hard. And before I couldn't is a good line, but I could see it working. I could see the writer building the metaphor. Sonnet just let two people be petty about silverware, and that felt more real to me. Again, it's the cheaper one. Again, I'm surprised. And then test 4, it's about originality. Describe finishing a 3-year novel, and I banned every obvious image. No weight lifted, no bittersweet, no finish line. The ending to me is the good part. You finish the book and you are the one still rocking. Like sea legs on dry land, your body's still bracing for a swell that is gone. That's fresh. I've never read that one before. The front half is a bit muddy to me. It buries the image and stops to define a term, but the idea underneath it is real. I've felt that way before. I mean, you spend 3 years writing and editing a novel, and you really do have sea legs. Here's my verdict, and I want to be careful about it. This is a 2 head-to-heads in my taste, not a law. But on both of them, the writing I actually preferred came from the cheaper model, the newer one that just became your default, whether you know it or not. It's not the flagship reasoning model. Opus writes a prettier sentence. Sonnet wrote the better opening and the more human breakup, and it did it for less money. What that means for you is the model drafting your work changed this morning. It changed your coding agent too. It costs less to run, fewer tokens, and it is just a coding model framing sells it short for fiction. It's not the downgrade that so many other headlines imply. It might not change the world, but if anything, it surprised me. But do what I did. Put it against your own voice on a scene you know cold before you trust it. Do not let the new default make that call for you.